The videos on this channel are purely for educational purposes. In this series, which is named as I for investment, a lot of times the names of various companies would be quoted, and these companies are listed in the stock markets. However, it should be noted that the names which are quoted in the videos and which are displayed on this channel are only for educational purposes, and those companies should not be considered as an investment advice. The creator might be having those companies in the investment portfolio or might not be. Viewers are advised to consult a registered financial advisor before making any decision.
If you love to read books, then the same content of this series, I for Investment, is available in a readable format. The name of the book is I for Investment, Applying Common Sense While Nurturing Your Portfolio of Stocks. Click on the below link and grab your copy today.
Welcome to your own channel, Romance with Finance, a brand of Financial Freedom Hub. On this channel, you get the videos and information related to personal finance. Growth. It is true that each and every individual needs growth in life, in all of the aspects, whether it is personal or professional. We aspire and aim for growth in any stream or every stream. Likewise, financial growth, personal growth, professional growth, social growth, intellectual growth, and so on. To become financially stable and for financial growth, one should earn a handsome income, and thus we should always focus to increase our income. Deep down in our heart, we all know that a job is only good to earn our bread and butter. We all human beings are living in this society, and being a social animal, we cannot survive in isolation. Hence, if someone is growing, be it an individual, an organization, a trust, an HUF, a partnership firm, then it is quite obvious that the people associated with those organizations or institutions will also grow. These can be the employees of that organization, the state or center government, the bank or lending institution which has financed the business, and so on. Let us understand this with the help of an example. To start a businessman needs funds. The businessman arranges funds either from banks or NBFCs in the form of a business loan. From that money, the businessman starts a business and hire employees for the business. From those funds, the businessman gives salary to the employees. In addition to it, from those funds, the businessman purchases raw material and other resources which are required for the production. The team which is created to support the business works all together to cater customers' needs. The customer is given the final product which he needs, and in lieu of that gesture, the business receives cash inflows. The money which is received by the business, which is the cash inflow, from that money the business pays EMI of the loan which was taken by the business. The money which is received by the business, which is the cash inflow, from that money the business pays taxes to the government, and afterwards the residual money is considered as profit after taxes. A portion of this profit is reinvested in the business by the businessman for the growth, and the rest amount is enjoyed by the businessman and his family members on their needs and greeds. Now then, as the business has started earning profits and it has started expanding, there will be more employment opportunities for prospect individuals. Along with that, there is also an opportunity for current employees to get their salary increased as the business is also earning. Further, the existing employees can expect some promotions as well. The employees will earn more incentives and perks as the business performance increases. Through that concerned business, the employees working in that sector have started making money in the form of salaries, and in economic terms, the income of individuals is called as per capita income. Now, if we combine the per capita income of all the individuals of the country altogether, it is known as national income. So, the crux is, as the individuals are earning in terms of salary in lieu of their services, the business is earning in lieu of the products or services offered by the business. The government is earning in the form of taxes paid by the individuals and by the businesses in terms of income tax and GST. The tax collected by the government is the income of the government. That income of government will be spent towards nation's development in terms of developing infrastructure such as buildings, airports, flyways, roadways, railways, and also in executing other projects undertaken by the government. This money, which is collected by the government in the form of taxes, is also spent on improving the quality of services in various government institutions such as banks, offices, and other places to ensure the quality of services are improved. The money is also invested in improving the security services and also to implement the reforms for further future developments. This money will also be spent on other services such as empowering workforce to serve nation, such as Air Force, Navy, Army, and other public sector organizations. Now, as the business has started making profits, from those profits, the business will pay off the debt of the bank or NBFC which has financed that business. Ultimately, the bank is also making money, and from that money, bank is paying interest on deposits to public and paying the salaries to its employees. Above that, if the business is listed in the stock markets, then the profits of the business will also be reflected in the stock price. The stock price of the company will increase, which in turn will increase in the investor's portfolio value. Apart from that, the profit will also be distributed among the shareholders in the proportion of the shares that they hold. It is because shareholders enjoy the rights of being the owner of the business. Further, when the business earns profit, it attracts the new investors, and existing investors also remains invested in the business, or existing investors may increase their investment amount. This also increases the liquidity in the market. The more number of investors eyeing to invest in the business, the more business has the exposure to grow. And since now you are also a shareholder of that business, it's time for you to grow at the same pace at which the business is growing. That is why, in order to grow with the same pace at which a particular business is growing, you should invest in the stock markets. With the help of the scenario that we have discussed, we can conclude that our growth is not an absolute term, and we cannot grow in isolation. Our growth is a relative term, and if a business is growing, it is obvious that other personalities associated with that business will also grow, such as its employees, debtors, creditors, and even the entire nation. Similarly, if an individual is growing as a proprietor or as a service person, he will spend money on the products and services to increase his or her quality of life. The products and services procured by any individual will certainly impact on the seller's income in a positive way, and this cycle continues forever. Now, in this entire world, observe all the rich and super rich people around you. You will find that most of them are the business owners, or If by any chance they are in jobs, they are at high post in management. Now observe the businesses those businessmen are involved in. You will realize that they have numerous or diversified businesses. All of those businesses which you feel and observe that has the potential to grow, it's the time to start that business to make it to that level. To start that particular business, you have to become the owner in that business. And to become the owner in that business, the easiest way is to buy the equity shares of that business. The term growth has no resistance, and we keep on growing in various streams of life, be it personal or professional, as growth never ends. However, there is a saturation point of growth as well. Similarly, this video is not ended here. However, this video has also reached to its saturated point. So let's take a pause and we will resume our learning journey soon. Till then,